Hi Flosstube, my name is Sarah and this is my first Flosstube video. I am doing this as a direct result of a challenge laid down by my sister. She filmed and uploaded her first Flosstube video today and I give her a lot of credit and kudos for it. I thought she did a great job. So I am now rising to the challenge that she gave to me. It is definitely a stretch for me because those who know me know that I am not someone who seeks the spotlight or feels very comfortable in the spotlight. I do have to speak in front of people often, especially for my job. I also currently use a camera often for my job to have web meetings, etc. However, I'm just truly generally not comfortable with it, so this is something that is taking me outside of my comfort zone. I have not been cross-stitching for very long, although to be fair, I did cross-stitch a couple of projects many years ago, but had not done anything since that point. They were lovely projects and they were gifts to people, and that was the reason I did them, was strictly to make these gifts for people that I loved. And when I see them hanging in their homes today, it really warms my heart, and I feel very good because I felt a lot of love while I was working on them. Last year, I picked up cross stitch again. I was looking for something to do in the evenings as a form of relaxation after a long day at work. I work on computers all day long, and I do also quilt. However, after sewing a lot of masks, I just really wanted some time away from my sewing machine and wanted something I could do, relax, unwind at the end of the day, and potentially watch a show or maybe even just listen to an audiobook. So last October, I went and visited my local cross-stitch or local store that sells cross-stitch supplies called Stitcher's Garden, lovely shop, and picked up a book there with some Halloween patterns in it, and picked up some fabric, some floss, and began stitching, and was very happy because my first project I completed in time for Halloween. And this is the result. So I was really happy. It was fun. It was a new experience to work on the different fabric because I had not done any cross stitching in so many years, so everything's quite different. And this was it was an even weave, so it was a lot of fun, and it pulled me in. And then I just went on to another project which was quite large and which I have finished, and I'll show that on a future video. One of the things I enjoyed was being able to try even weave, and I have also tried linen. I had not had that experience all those years ago, so that was fun and exciting for me, and I really enjoyed the challenge. I have then also been spending a lot of time talking with my sister on FaceTime. We will sit there and we'll be chatting and working on cross stitch together. And this year we talked about Maynia because we'd heard so much about it from different Flosstubers videos that we have watched, and the thought of the original Maynia idea of doing a new start for each day of May was just way too overwhelming, especially for us having just gotten back to cross stitching. So we talked about it and we tossed around a few different ideas, and what we ended up settling on was having one new project for each weekend in May. I thought that was viable, and it also meant that if we didn't finish those projects, we didn't have a large number of projects that were hanging over us and constantly at the back of our head going, hey, finish me, finish me, finish me, look at me, my attention, because that's what I find my projects that aren't finished do, and that's why I'm very careful to limit how many projects I start. I have to finish and a project before I'll allow myself to start a new one. So our Maynia challenge with each other has definitely stretched me a little past my other boundaries, which is having a very strong, defined limit on how many projects I can have going at a time, which was 5. That was my limit. So now I have 10. I am going to be finishing one soon, so I'm very happy about that. The projects that I am going to be working on for this Maynia, the 5 different ones, are all from one book, and I picked them not intentionally just out of the one book, but because this book gave me the opportunity to challenge myself in a couple of other additional ways. So a lot of challenges for me for May. So my projects all come from this book, Winds of Autumn, which is by Blackbird Designs. And I will show you the 5 different projects I have. So the first one is this very cute October pincushion called October 31st. And I really love that. The next one in the book, and these are not in the order that I'm sewing them in, is an adorable drum. That'll be a new challenge as well. So I'll have to take note of how many different challenges I am rising to this month with this Maynia, in addition to my sister challenging me to the Flosstube challenge. Another pincushion. Lovely bag. I'm really excited to do this bag and really, really looking forward to starting it. And then finally, this is the first one that I am starting on out of the 5. And that one is called Waiting for the Harvest. So I will show you my progress. So here it is. I hope that is a good shot. What is new for me with this one isn't the fabric. It's on a 32 count linen. What is new for me is working with an overdyed floss. It's my first time working with an overdyed floss, and it's a Gentle Arts dark chocolate. So it's my first time working on a project where I'm doing each stitch individually, because as some of you know, we can do half stitches along a row and then come back and finish it off. So that's typically how I do most of my cross stitching. This has been a nice challenge for that. So that's where I am with that. The other reason I selected patterns from this book is, out of the 5, 2 of them are going to be on a 32 count, which I've worked on before, but those 2 are going to be with overdyed flosses. The other 3 are on 36 count, and I have not worked on a 36 count before, so that will be a brand new challenge for me. I'm excited to embark on that. I am, taking baby steps from 28 to 32, now to 36. At some point I'll be graduating to 40, and some other types of flosses, and reaching and going past my comfort zone. So this year for May 2021 is a lot of new comfort zone breakthroughs for me. So I also would like to mention some of the floss tubers that I watch. First of all, my sister's floss tube is called Victoria the Happy Stitching Nurse. Some of the other floss tubers that I watch, there's many that I've watched. Don't get me wrong, there are many, and it would take me too long to go through and list them all off. But the ones that I tend to watch the most are Jean Farish. I am working on her Roxy Stitch Along. I really enjoy Jean Farish's way of explaining and demonstrating. I think she is very calm, and she has a really lovely way of presenting the techniques to everyone. And I really like the fact that she is just very good about not saying this is the way to do it. She explains it in a way that makes you, or at least for me, makes me want to go and try it. It encourages me, and she never makes me feel that I'm less of a cross stitcher, because I am so still really quite new to it, and learning these different techniques and trying different thread counts, trying different floss, etc. I find that she's just a beautiful teacher. I also watch Xstitchmd, Thread the Needle, and Darcy Cameron. Those are 3 YouTubers that are in Eastern Canada. I find that they each have a different technique or approach to cross stitching that I really enjoy. I like the Xstitchmd. She has a taste for some similar patterns to what I like. Thread the Needle, I really appreciate the way she has designs that I've never seen before that are just beautiful and amazing. And she is just lovely. She just has a really shiny personality. And then Darcy Cameron, for those of you who have watched him, you just know that if you watch him, you're going to just laugh because he's just funny. He is just funny. That's all I can say about him. I also, of course, watch Fatquarter Shop and Lori Holt. What else? I think that is it. I think that's plenty for today. And I look forward to speaking to you again. Bye.